No, I haven't said anything yet. Trying to get these teams ready. Ah, there we go. Looks like they need a sec. No. Alright, we can finally start. Alright, we got No Objective versus Bush Check. No Objective should be the purple team, and Bush Check should be the orange team. Let's get these bands in the way. First band's going to be Mewtwo X, followed by a Charizard Y. This is a mega meta, so those bands make sense. Followed by a Miraidon and a Mega Gyarados, then a Suicune. All in all, so far, strong bands. Looks like the last band's gonna round out to be a Blastoise. Let's see how these teams pick their mons. First pick should go to No Objective. And they're gonna start off with, we're gonna find out, Vaporeon. That wasn't banned, so strong first pick. Followed by a Blissey and a Trevenant. Strong starts as well. Trevenant's such a wonderful defender. We have the moveset of Woodhammer and Hornleech, but others have used Cursed and Pain Split. But they're actually going to elect to use a Glaceon instead of a Trevenant as their defender. Well, now we have No Objective going with a second defender, and actually, no, they're going to be picking a Mega Mon of their own with Mega Lucario X, or just Mega Lucario. Waiting on the pick from J Smug. Let's see what he's going to pick out on. He's going to go with another Eevee in Umbreon. So there's potentially double healing on this team for No Objective over at Bush Check. We're going to have Delmise locked in as the team's all-arounder, but it's more of a defender in my opinion. Followed by, it looks like Mamoswine, but it looks like they're going to actually pick another defender in Slowbro. Slowbro's such a bulky mon, very tanky mon, lives up to the name defender, and it has the Slow Beam United that says, no, you can't play right now. Last two picks are going to go to No Objective. They're going to lock in a third EV in Leafeon, and then Mimikyu. No objective, definitely electing to scale early, having a strong early game and snowballing that to win the late game. Last pick over at Bushcheck is going to be an attacker of some sorts. Actually, no, another all-rounder in Blaziken. Alright, both teams are now finalized for this game 1, and we can move on to final preparations. From what I could gather for no objective here on the purple team, they're definitely a hit and run style between the Leafeon, the Mimikyu, and the Lucario. Regrouping back to their backline and both their healers / defenders in Vaporeon with Okaring and Umbreon with Wish. On the flip side for Bushcheck, they're gonna have to really rely on Glaceon as their main source of damage because that's the one DPS. Followed by Blaziken, such a strong all-arounder, moving in, brawling, and being very bulky for over here at Bushcheck. But can he sustain through that front line that they have? We're going to find out. Looks like we got a game crash here. I'm going to have to pause this game real quick. Find out what's going on. Got a crash on both sides, it looked like. Yeah, both sides have crashed. Don't you just love this game? Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully they fix this crash soon. Otherwise, people are gonna riot more so than they do right now. They might not buy the battle pass. Hopefully both teams load in soon, and then we could resume this game 1. A lot of crashes today. Well, in general, it's not just today. It's been yesterday and all the days before that in last season. Looks like Bushcheck is ready. Gonna wait for the final go-ahead for no objective. All right. The battles will resume. And everyone's going to be a little bit behind by a few seconds due to the abrupt pausing of the game. But that's not going to stop them. We're going to have Blaziken be the jungler here for Bushcheck, and over here at no objective, we're going to have Mimikyu as the jungler. He has a very strong level hive. Moving on to the top lane, we have Bowser, the Lucario, getting an early secure on the Baltoy here. Strong early start. Let's see if they keep getting the form on their side. We have both teams waiting for the 920Bs, but over here at bottom, we have Slowbro trying to compete for that farm over there with that Articuno. We're going to try to get Glaceon here at level 4. That's when it starts to pop off. Level 4 has been obtained. Same thing with the Leafeon. Now it's going to start competing for this farm. Glaceon's going to get some good damage in. That's going to be his bread and butter coming into the set. Blaziken's going to head to the bottom, but over at top, we're going to have Mimikyu lying in wait. Bees are about to spawn here in about 5 seconds. We got the money water. We got Delmai's making a big splash over there with the anchor. He's still going for that Mimikyu, but he's going to have to chill on the pad. Over here at the bottom, it looks like, Bushcheck getting a perfect victory here with a 3-2 push. Blaziken's getting its stacks in. That should be about 4 stacks total. He's almost done. Slowbro trying to steal some farm here since they won the advantage. Mimikyu managed to secure, and now we have Slowbro out of position here. Should be dealt with, but it looks like he's going to be able to walk away. He's just that bulky. but not without taking a lot of damage. We have Glaceon backing him up here. I set on Leafeon. He's going to have to back up. He's taking way too much damage here. We have Regidrago just spawning in at the 8-minute mark. We have Vaporeon giving some vision, engaging with the Glaceon, taking a lot of damage with the Icicle Spears, but he's running into Blaziken here, charging up the Overheat, taking a lot of damage here. He's going to have to back up, but those Icicle Spears should be able to finish it off, and I left to one shot. Lucky day. But now we have Bushek should be able to secure this Regidrago with Overheat, with the score being 20 to 59. That poor Reeve's just not an Umbreon yet. He's going to have to back off here. Same with the Leafeon. He's just not equipped to handle that bottom lane just yet. Blaziken should be done with stats, but they're not going to break the bottom pad just yet. They want to have a big overcap and to deny the other team farm. Actually, it looks like they're probably about to make the push here. They still do have the level advantage by a lot, since they don't even have an Umbreon yet on the other side. Blaziken with a 25 overcap. Moving on here to the bottom objective, which is going to be one of the Regis. Not excluding Lucky, which is going to go to top. Bottom's going to be Ice, and there's going to be another Overheat secure. Now we're moving over here. Dhelmise is trying to get a pull in with the Anchor Shot. Vaporeon's creating space with the Muddy Water. Mimikyu is able to secure Regieleki. He's putting some pressure as a 6-man for the team. Another missed Anchor Shot, but once he lands one, it's going to swing the fight into that team's favor. We're having no objective here. Going back to neutral, securing some farm. Alright, Bushcheck is heading down. Or heading up, I should say. Top lane making a play. There's the Dhelmise Anchor, but there's just no damage to follow up, so an Anchor Shot is moot. Over here at center, we have Blaziken getting another kill on Umbreon and the Mimikyu. Good stuff here. Bushcheck's now making a big play for top pad. Blaziken's charging up a Overheat with the teleport. Completing the combo. There's the slow beam on Lucario. He's able to get out with just the skin of his teeth. Big team play here. There comes the Mimikyu diving in with Shadow Sneak. Trying to get some damage in, but he's not able to complete it. Going down along with the Umbreon and the Lucario. Bushcheck with another goal pad broken. Leading the pack and charge at 32 to 239. Continuing with their offense and the pressure, they're going to do some juggling of it to deny this team some farm here. Blaziken's level 11, and it's only getting higher from here. Bushcheck sending their ice to Ice, pretty much uncontested from no objective. They're gonna make some players are gonna make a play for top. Another Overheat secure on Ice from Blaziken. We have Lucario here looking to rip this Regieleki for some external pressure that they're gonna need very soon as Orange Team rotates up. Shouldn't have a tough time securing. He's going to become Mega Lucario here to hurry up the secure as the rest of his team follows suit. That should be secured with a Power Punch. There it is. And there's those close combats. There's some damage in. Oh, it got Anchor Shot in with the Dhelmise ult. Taking out, chunking himself, and there is the Leafeon ult, even getting even more damage. Regieleki should be able to walk in here. And we have no objective, breaking their first goal pad at 130 to 239. With some much needed comeback XP. And Bushcheck once again securing another objective in Regidrago for more global team experience here. Both teams are just, right now they're farming and their levels up. This is the late game, folks. It's about to be the 2-minute mark. The level advantage is pretty much even between both teams. You love to see it. I want to see a very competitive Kyogre fight. Lobo trying to get some pieces of farm here and there. Getting foul played. That might cost him. He's taking a lot of damage. And he got Shadow Snuck by Mimikyu. There goes Slowbro. Our purple team's trying to make a play here at bottom, but they're getting denied by Blaziken. Looks like they're going to have to back off and give up this Reggie Ice. Bush Tech. Uh-oh. They almost had Leafeon. That was a very close anchor shot. Almost right on the money. Bush Tech here getting another objective here in Reggie Ice. How much more farm is on the map currently? There's just the bees up top mainly. Leafeon has his eyes on it. With the last Reggie Lucky for the match about to spawn in 2 seconds. Both Mimikyu and Leafeon are level 13. That's a healthy level to be at. There goes Umbreon bush checking, and luckily due to its passive, it's not able to be stunned by Delmise. Delmise making a play here, trying to see who can snag in, aiming for that Lucario. There goes the Leafeon, getting a lot of the entry damage into the team. There goes the Slowbeat on Lucario. Lucario should be going down next. There goes the Mimikyu onto the Delmise. Ults are going off. Lucario's going down. Vaporeon's going down. Umbreon's going down. Mimikyu's the only one left. He's going to have to back off here. He's getting Shadow Struck by Delmise to make a respected space. Now we have Bush Tech ripping the objective. Leafeon doesn't have an ult to secure with, so this is going to be a hard one to secure against the Blaziken. And Blaziken should be able to one to secure it. Actually, it was Glaceon who secured it. Bush Tech moving here to bottom lane to try to score. We have Slowbo getting an easy back cap at the top. Glaceon's getting a lot of burst damage. The Lucario's trying to make a play here, but it's not enough. Objective is pretty much understanding they can't stop any of these scores in. And there it goes. Yep, look at all those hundreds of points. And those 20 points if he wants it. Yep, that should be a pretty convincing game one here in the set with no objective versus Bush Check. Everyone's just kind of just wrapping up here. Adding their stats. And there's the surrender boat. Let's just keep the ball rolling. They got the game. Let's just move on. $146 to $775 for Bush Check here. Strong showing. Skeleton, the Glaceon, with a 10 KO and 10 assists, 89 overall rating. To the other MVP for the objective, Freestyle, 0 KOs, 2 assists, 61 overall rating. Only 2 KOs between the entirety of the purple team. Let's take a look at these other stats. Yep, that's Glaceon damage, all right. Objective is going to have to consider really banning this Glaceon coming into this game, too, for the rest of the set. That is too much damage to be giving away. Alright, game one is over with and dead. We're moving on to game two momentarily as we understand who's going to have first pick. We'll be back momentarily. Well, these guys like to communicate in game chat. We don't do that around here. We have Discord. We have technology. Everyone is ready. Everyone is here. Let's begin. No objective electing to take first pick once again. We'll have to see what kind of adjustments they're going to make coming into this game too. Going with a B2X ban. Don't remember if that was the ban from last time. I think it was. So far, the same bans as last time for both teams. Gotta be banning Vaporeon. That was a bit of a problem last game. Uncle Ninja of No Objective picking up Blastoise as their first pick. I said it once and I'll say it again. Blastoise is one of the best defenders in the entire game. Gets his moves at a decent time. Has a lot of control and it has low cooldown, including the ult. Very splashable ult. Looks like they're also going to have a Hoopa. In my opinion, I think the best supporter in the game. No one does Hoopa's job quite like Hoopa can. Over at Bush Check, they have Glaceon once again, followed by Blissey, and it looks like they're going to lock in Trevenant and an all-rounder of some flavor. Perhaps Dhelmise or Palmont. I think we're going to find out. They're going to go with Mega Lucario and Snorlax. Last two picks going here to no objective. Looks like they're going to lock down a Speedster of some type, followed by a much-needed attacker. Locking in Talonflame and Mewtwo-Y. And last pick going to Bush Tech is going to be Decidueye. Balanced teams from both sides. One in each role. Well, two attackers actually in Bush Check. They are lacking a Speedster, but that's okay. Lucario can kind of fill that role. They definitely have the more firepower in Glaceon and Decidueye. Though, due to the Talonflame on the other side, that team has more burst. Final preparations are almost done here. Going into game 2, no objective top team versus Bush Tech bottom team. Matches are about to be in progress. Interesting to see how Mega Gyarados would ban in they're electing to go regular Gyarados. That's funny to see. Nothing wrong with Mega Gyarados here. Oh, regular Gyarados, I should say. And ideally, he's going to be accompanied by the Hoopa up top lane, but we're going to find out. Pray for no game crashes. Yep, as I suspected, we have the Magikarp and the Hoopa moving on the top lane. They're going to be going off against the Lucario and the Chansey over there. You know, at the bottom we have Mewtwo X and... Sorry, Mewtwo Y and Squirtle, followed by an Eevee, which is Glaceon, and a Snorlax. Snorlax kiting over the farm to the bush for getting Glaceon to get an easy secure. And there is the Tackle over here. Bush Tech getting an early lead with farm over at top. I have the Magikarp trying to get that gauge in, getting as much hits in as possible. There he is healing over there. Trying to secure this farm. Lucario gets the bulk of it. Backing off. Jungler's joining in top lane for both teams. Got the Talonflame with the Decidueye. Gotta get this Gyarados online as soon as possible. There's the Chansey evolution to the Blissey. That Magikarp is brave, but he needs his stack, so I sympathize. Gonna have to go back into the portal here. Heal up. Hoopa trying to secure it. Gets secured by Decidueye. Getting a lot of good entry damage in. They're gonna have to back off here. Gyarados is almost... Magikarp's actually almost a Gyarados, so that's good stuff. Over here at the bottom, we got Mega Mewtwo Y. A lot of burst damage. Just focusing on Snorlax. Yep, there he goes. Focus on the KO instead of the farm in that instance. Like these guys have played before. Volturno actually going in, front landing from this Mewtwo Y to make sure he's getting that score in. Regidrago is about to spawn in at the 8-minute mark here in 5 seconds. Which team will go for it? Regidrago spawns. Looks like both their junglers are walking in at the same time, followed by Snorlax and the rest of no objective. Oto's gonna have to back off, leaving Mewtwo Y all alone by itself in Elbush, getting taken out by the Snipe Shot. Not much work Rolo can do but just to hold the pad. Talonflame secures Regidrago, with Talonflame moving up top lane to see what kind of damage he can do. Finds a Lucario there, all by itself. Taking a lot of extra damage in. He's going to take down the Lucario here. Oh, he almost had him. Oh, he actually gets him. Gyarados going in, trying to get the stack in. 29 points. Followed by Talonflame's 30. This pad's about to go down soon. This team's getting all their stacks in at this time. Becoming more of a threat. Over here at bottom, though, Bush Tech's making a statement. Pushing in his Mewtwo Y. He can't really defend it by himself. Who will open a hyperspace hold down to the bottom pad for support. Registeel secured the top lane by Talonflame, but we have Blastoise here to back up this new team right here. Getting blocked out. The Decidueye and Glaceon all taking out the Slowbro. Sorry, the Blastoise. Getting some Icicle Spear damage here. They're going to have to deal with this Regieleki to kill this push. Talonflame and Co. bringing the top lane. Talonflame getting the rest of its stacks in unimpeded. Blizz can't really do anything about that. Talonflame is pretty much free to go. Back here at the bottom, we have 4 of no objective here. Defending their pad. They have all their pads up still. And a lot of pieces of farm. They're going to have to get back to it. Blastoise is over there, pushing some farm away to their side of the map. Smart stuff, smart use of the Surf and Hydro Pump combo. Glaceon getting the big piece of farm over there. Meanwhile, back at the bottom, we have Decidueye charging up that Snipe Shot, trying to secure some farm. Getting hit on Blastoise. Blastoise moving in to do a bush check. Glaceon's getting his Icicle Shards ready. Another hit from Decidueye there. A lot of entry damage. Maybe Blastoise has to get a berry. Both teams moving here on to neutral. We have Hoopa here observing the top lane, getting some information. Looks like all of Bush Tank is here at the bottom. Hoopa's going to have to move down soon or probably call his team up to the top with his ult. And ult is online. There's that slam. Oh, no block to follow up with it. Snorlax is a bit on a level at level 8. Same thing with the Lucario. And ults explode, all of them. But Lucario goes down first. Followed by Snorlax. Then Blissey. And it looks like Gyarados is going to be next, and if he doesn't back up. Yep, there he goes. Mewtwo trying to make a play here. Hoopa's coming down with his ult, creating some pressure and stunning the opposition. Mewtwo and Talonflame are going to have to really rip this farm of Regieleki as quick as possible before it gets stolen by Bushcheck. Speaking of, Snorlax with the secure, and now down goes Hoopa. They're going to let this one walk in, and they make a play towards their jungle, it looks like. The lifeblood of any team. Not too much farm in the center, though. Regidrago's about to spawn in once again in about 8 seconds. Bushcheck is in position to kind of secure this objective. We're going to have Snorlax here move up to center, or top, to get some information. It's just him here. He's going to try to steal it. He's try being the operative word. He's going to have to back up here. Block shot to preserve his life. He's going to have to ult to live. Bushcheck's going to need more help here. That's the Lucario ult. Talonflame getting a sneaky backhand of 40 here. Didn't even see him. Meal on top. There's the Hoopa portal. Trying to get his teammates out. Hoopa himself can't take the portal. There goes the power close combat being stuck in place and getting ulted by Blastoise. Goes right down by Talonflame with the fly. Next is... Uh-oh. You have Decidueye here creating some external pressure, but we have Talonflame cleaning everybody up, and they go into the Hoopa portal. Well, they go back, but it looks like yep, Talonflame comes back, and his wrath is just beginning. And everything's stabilizing back into neutral. Farm's back up, and everybody's farming. 30 minutes till Kyogre fight. But first, Regieleki's gonna spawn in here. What's the strategy here that Bushcheck is gonna employ? Looks like they mean to ribbon secure this objective for external pressure. No objective is taking position here at center. Regieleki's been secured. Snorlax has made his move to try to scare Gyarados, and it kind of worked. He has to go, but he'll be back. Glaceon's getting his stacks ready, starting to rape Kyogre to kind of force an option here. Hoopa does his ult, but so does Blastoise and Lucario, and all these ults are flying. There goes Decidueye with his ult, but no one's there to cover him. He's getting chased down by Mewtwo. There he goes, followed by Glaceon. And then Chansey. And now Lucario. All that's left is Snorlax. He can try to steal it. It's going to be hard, though. We have this Blastoise here surfing and Hydro pumping him away. He's going to have one shot at this. Will he make it? No, he's going to get surfed again. U2X, sorry, Y with the free score of 100 points. This is double time. Gyarados coming in to try to get his score in. He's going to have to pick up, but they're going to have to make another team play here. They want to keep these scores in. They do have the numbers advantage right now. It's 4-on-4. Hoopa missed the portal, and that's going to cost him. Lucario has a buff now. The point gap isn't that large. It's 249 to 155. If they get this score in, they'll win this set if no other scores happen. Talonflame making his way up. The path to victory is seen. Lucario's trying to charge up a punch. Talonflame's trying to stop it. He's going to need backup soon. Lucario gets that in. But a back cap habit. It's 267 to 255. They're going to have to make another score. Mewtwo extending the lead. He's ulting. He doesn't even have to be there to be impactful. Good stuff there. Snorlax ulting. Blastoise ulting. Gyarados ulting. Everyone's ulting. They're going to have to make another no score. And Mewtwo, why is just scoring in the back line. A 100 from Blitzy. How did he get that in? Oh, no. I think that was enough. Oh, yeah. That was enough. Game 2. Push check. Last second score by the Blissey. Salvaging the game. I mean, I'm surprised that even happened. Low KO game in comparison to the others. Decidueye has the MVP here. 3 KOs, 6 assists, 80 overall rating. Funny enough, we got Mewtwo Y on the losing team with 7 KOs, 5 assists, 153 points, and an 83 overall rating. You rarely get to see that. Tough luck for no objective. Not even in damage here between both teams. Yeah, no objective. Almost had it. That was their game to win. Looks like they're going to have to make even more adjustments coming into Game 3. Alright, Game 3 is going to start in a moment. We're going to take a quick water break. I need it. And we'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Both teams are ready. No objective will take first pick. Game 3. A lot of damage going into Bush Check, especially in the second game with both attackers. I would like to see a Glaceon ban to kind of counteract this damage. But bans can only do so much. looks like both teams are sticking to their guns ban-wise. Blastoise is banned this time around. Set count is currently Bush check 2-0. We're gonna have Vaporeon here, Free Spirit, strong first choice. Vaporeon is a very versatile mon between all of its movesets, but the common one is Aqua Ring and Hydro Pump. Or sorry, Muddy Water. Over there at Bush Check, we're going to have Glaceon and Blissey there once again. Glaceon's getting so much damage and so much value and so much pressure. And hopes to continue onto Game 3. Ah, I see. No objectives going with the Trevenant this time around. Another strong defender. I'd love to see a Woodhammer and Hornleech game. But I do feel like there might be a case for Pain Split due to the Blissey over there. Now we're going to have an Umbreon and a Greninja. Bush Tech's going with their double attacker composition once again. Another good choice in Greninja, one of the Trinity. Last two picks for no objective is Zoroark and my bro Buzz Swollington. Look at those muscles. You just gotta use them. Last pick here is going to be Delmise, the living anchor. Let's see what he can reel in this time. Going on to Game 3. Remember, folks, this is a 3 out of 5 for all sets in this league. Might go with a 3-0 sweep. That's what Bush Check is hoping for. That's what any team hopes for. But, you know, I like a little competition. Sometimes I like it when games go the distance. I want to see more of no objective show their stuff. Well, we're going to find out. A lot of preparations are about to end and the game's about to load. And hopefully it doesn't crash. Come on, guys. Show me what you got. Put ones in the chat if you want no objective, the top team to win. Put twos in the chat if you want Bush Check to wrap up this set right now. Alright, let the games begin. We have Glaceon heading on top with Zoroark as the jungler. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Greninja as this team's jungler for Bush Check. We have Delmise and the Egg hitting the top. Alright. Buzzwole getting his stacks in. Meanwhile, on the bottom, it's more heavily contested. Glaceon's getting that first secure there. And Mewtwo's getting that next secure. It's pretty much even right now. Mewtwo competing more, trying to get some poke damage. He looked for the secure. It should be coming right now. He gets the secure there. Back over at top, we have Buzzwole getting the safe farm on his side. We have the 9-10 contested farm out here with the Baltaway. The jungler for Greninja, he's heading up. He's right here. Buzzwole getting some entry damage. He's going to have to eat jump out now to preserve his health. He's going to have the help from the jungler. Was this all a bait all along? Yep. What? Now double KO between both junglers. let's let the rest of the team fight it out, boys. Russell taking so much damage. Looks like there's a disconnect between him and his teammate. The teammate going for the ball toy. All right, bottom we got Umbreon. Is he a foul play or is he a mean look? That's a mean look. Over here at top, Buzzwole back, but he doesn't have his level 5, so he can only do so much with that Mega Punch. Will it be a superpower or will it be a leech life? Regidrago here is going to spawn in about 15 seconds. Blue team making a push for the farm over here. Getting mean looked and getting stopped in his tracks by the Glaceon. Mewtwo trying to compete for the farm. He actually secures it, looks like. Over at center, we're going to have Greninja, almost a Greninja fully at level 7. If he secures this all by himself, he will become one. Zoroark making a play for top. Looks like he's trying to get some stacks in. Getting as much damage as he can. They do have the numbers advantage, so they can push for this. Looks like he's going to have to back up. We need this level 5 Buzzwole. He gets it. He's going in. He's going to have to check button once again. Hasn't been able to use those offensively quite yet. Bush Tech making a push for bottom. Got Mewtwo Mega Evolved. Now we all got the secure on this Umbreon, but he doesn't quite get it. Wait, there it is. There's the Zoroark. I didn't even see him come in. We got Woodhammer Trevin in here. You love to see it. He is getting Icicle Speared. Doesn't quite get the KO though. Back at top. Buzzwole, he's a little in the level. He's going to have to get online. He got hooked in. That's not good, but he's got the Leech Life and the Aqua, and that Buzzwole's going nowhere. Back at bottom, we're getting ahead of this Trevin getting mean looked once again. If there's a target on this team who needs to get mean looked, it's unfortunately got to be Trevenant. But when that happens, his team's going to have to be there to follow up with him. Well, I see your 2 in the chat. We want Bush Check to win so far. That's another hook against the Aqua Ring Muddy Water Vaporeon. Not enough damage, though. Wait, here comes the damage. Both attackers are up here. And he got hooked in once again. He's landing those shots. Cleaning up these team fights. Bush Tech breaking their first goal of the game. Scores 4-108. Trevenant coming here all by itself. I don't know what he's doing there. He's taking a lot of extra damage. Okay. Regilecky's being lynched and he's over at top lane. They broke the goal pad before going for Regilecky. They are definitely playing for WinCon here. Trevenant trying to make a play here, but like there is the safeguard Blissey. Trevenant's got his work cut out for him. His moveset may not be the best against that team, but it can work. He's just going to have to bait out some options before he actually uses them. Just makes the hook shot on Zoroark. There's the Mewtwo Y ult. There's a bunch of ults actually going in. There goes Blissey over there. A lot of damage is going down. Zoroark can't quite finish. He has to back up there. The attackers are weak. There's going to be no backup along this front line. We have Umbreon all by itself, and it's going to get taken down by the thirsty Buzzwole. Looks like no objective wants to make a play for a bottom objective here. There's a lot of safe farm to get between both sides. We've reached the 5-minute mark, which means technically everyone who's level 8 and lower is under-leveled. Buzzwole getting mean looked and getting evaporated off of the face of the earth. A cold winter over there, buddy. Trying to get to level 9 to be more productive. Zoroark got mean looked. Oh, that's the one person who doesn't want to get mean looked. There he goes. So same with Trevenant and Greninja. No objective making a play here. There's the Buzzwole execute and the Mewtwo execute on the side strike. 3 KOs for Mewtwo Y. 4 KOs for Mewtwo Y. And a goal break. No objective taking back momentum here as they try to rip Regirock over. Zoroark's making the play for top, but Bushcheck's got that covered. They're going to be able to rip this objective here. Zoroark is not quite giving up, but Bliss is giving a lot of good vision here. Base is secure for both teams. They've each got their respective Reggies. Reggie Draco's actually about to spawn, and who's going to get that one? Looks like Bush Check's making a play for that. There's the Mewtwo Y ult, but there's no follow-up. Looks like he was trying to go for a steal. Buzzwole got hooked in, but he told Delmice, hook this and give him an uppercut. And Delmice is not done. He's going in for more. He's ulting in. Same with the Glaceon. Getting more damage on the Buzzwole, who's just there defending by himself. There's the Vaporeon ult trying to stop the goal, but it's just not there in time. Now we have Umbreon ult trying to take away the shields. And Bush Check taking back the lead, 90 to 227. Deck over here at top, we have Trina trying to make a play here. One hammering and horn leeching a bunch of clones, unfortunately. As they gets vision for the center field. Well, time's up at 2:30. There's no more farm at center as we approach the end game here for Kyogre. Not much farm either on either side. Both teams getting into position here at center. They'll have Delmice up top, more so on the objective side. He might get a hook in if he gets the right target. The right targets being the Zoroark or the Mewtwo. Or even Buzzwole. There's a mean look, but it's just to keep him in place. There's the Muddy Water. Teams are still figuring each other out. Glaceon's getting Icicle Spear stacks, and there is Trevenant. He got mean looked in, so he's gonna pay for it. There he goes. There's the Buzzwole ult trying to get a kill in. Buzzwole's gonna have to back up a little bit here. Taking a lot of damage. There comes Zoroark getting a lot of good damage himself. There's that uppercut. And we got we got no objective. Winning the team fight. About to secure this objective. We have Glaceon here. Maybe he's going to be able to make a steal here. We got Buzzwole securing it. That should be a Dunzo Glaceon. There it is. Now they just have to score. They're missing a core tenet of their offense. They're going to have to let that pad go. Getting the most out of it. 140. They're now in the lead because of that. But nobody quite knows that yet but us. Close game. Someone's going to have to be decisive here. They have Zoroark who goes down. That's not good. And then there's the mean look. That should be a done Vaporeon. That's just so much damage on the Glaceon. Uh-oh. Oh, no. They're going to make a play for bottom. They got count them, two Kyogre buffs. That's enough to get. If they just get one score and they're going to win the game, there's got to be someone going there to stop them. But there's nobody. They're not even going to score themselves. What's going on here? Buzzwole's there really late. That's not enough there. Yep, 330 to 413. Your set winners are Bush Check with a 3-0. Closer game this time around. Good adjustments. No objective won the team fight. They secured Kyogre. They got a score in, but like, it seems like they were kind of complacent there. Having the wrong people in front of the attackers. And giving buffs back. If you're going to stay on that side of the map, you have to have the intention of scoring. But they'll know that for next time. Well, we have the MVP here at Demo. 6 KOs, 6 assists, 88 overall rating. Same thing with the Mewtwo Y, 6 KOs and 6 assists himself with a 79 overall rating. And similar damage, Mewtwo Y has the advantage. Tough luck for no objective. Well, that's the set, folks. Let's see if we could, couldn't get an interview before because I had the cast of this set. But let's see if we can get an interview now. Oh, there they are. We have Bush Check 2. This set's winners. How you guys feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I think we had some brave fights we could have played better. That was the main thing we took away. But the push on the top pad in game 2, I think it's something to be really proud of.
Yeah, most definitely. You guys had a strong showing in all the games. A little scary there for game 3. They won the team fight in the Segura Kyogre. What were the thoughts going through your guys' mind at that moment of the game?
Yeah. I don't know. Demo, I think you said something about just thinking you had to kill in the Zoro. We just didn't handle the Zoro as well as we could have.
Zoroark is a slippery mind.
Yeah. And they ulted me just in range to not die from surf.
Yeah. Like, ideally, we want the mean look on that, and then we just want to be able to, like, spear it or something, but...
You guys were able to meet with the Zoroark one time, and when that happened, he got obliterated, so there's that.
Yeah, that was a really good catch, too.
It's not an easy catch. It's not an easy catch, so good stuff to the Umbreon.
That's what I'm saying. Bags played great. Like, I think we really started to mesh, like, super well this time around. Like, our raise can be fleeter, but that can happen, like, with a little bit more work.
Yeah, definitely. You guys did recover well. They're kind of just hanging out in your jungle with not everybody there. You guys got some buffs back and made a score.
They played us really hard, all 3, though. I think the first one we had, like, under control the most, but credit to them because it wasn't the easiest rape hits, right?
Yeah, it's not the easiest. Funny enough, once they got that score in that first time, they're actually in the lead by 3 points. Luckily, you guys scored.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Yeah, they were in the lead for that one score.
Yeah. They also, at the very end of that last game, they Mewtwo ulted me, so I couldn't hop. Like onto the Buzzwole. If that score didn't matter, but if it did, I was gonna be so pissed off. Yeah.
Oh, it is what it is. You guys got the 3-0, so giving your team composition, were you guys trying on anything new, or you guys just reinforcing like comps you guys already had?
But we had Demo and Purple switch rolls. That was the big thing. And then I
What-
think bags is
What were the roles being switched?
jungle on top.
Okay.
Demo, do you want to talk a little bit about like how that went, how you felt on it?
I don't know. It just seemed like purple had more top picks and I had more jungle picks, and we both had like wider pools for each on the rolls. So we just thought it'd be better if we just swapped.
I think we really liked the Delmise today. Yeah, purple was pretty good on that. And then like they left the glaze up, so we pick it there.
Yeah,
I just
Laysen's a
kinda
very
like
popular
this.
pick, and it's very strong for a reason.
Yeah, I think all 3 games we picked Blissey Glaze Core, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good stuff. I'll let you guys get back to celebrating and enjoying the rest of you guys tonight. Thanks for sliding through with this interview.
Appreciate you as always.
Yep, these
Awesome. Thank you,
VODs
guys.
will be available on the my channel. There's a playlist for it.
Peak.
I'll leave a link to it in the chat we were talking in. And look forward to that.
Good night.
You guys have
Good
a
night.
good night.
Bye bye.
Well, you heard it here, folks. If you wanted to watch the recast, it's going to be on Twitch first. I've got to publish it very soon, within a minute. Afterwards, I'm going to export this to my YouTube channel, and there's an Articuno Unite League playlist. So feel free to check it out at your leisure. Links to that channel in the Twitch channel. You'll see it there. Well, yeah, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go finally play some Meowth games because it can't be banned right now. Peace.